Hey, we're back at the top again today with yet another type to go over. Again, don't worry, I'm not using cookie cutter intros anymore. That's a waste of your time, as I don't want you to listen to that 18 times in a row. Point being is, today we're seeing how Pokemon Sword and Shield can fix another type. This is the third video in the series, so if you missed the other ones, well, the link for the playlist is in the description below. It's time to remaster the series, so let's dive into this video. So how can Pokemon Sword and Shield fix the Ice type? Let's find out. One of the biggest issues I see with the Ice type is Ice Beam. I'm pretty sure in competitive battles, you see about 80% water types using this move, but that's because of the TM13. A close proximity of elements being water and ice are slim to none, and it shows. I'm not telling people to remove Ice Beam from a water type's move pool, but when a move not even of the same type is a staple for a different type, you know it's a problem. A better choice would be to get more moves of the Ice type, so Ice Beam and Blizzard aren't known as those attacks that water types use. There was something that Game Freak improved on for the Ice type. That was, they did make it more defensive. Finally, after all these years of it being a fragile type. So you're probably wondering how we ended up here in this video, huh? Well, a little backstory. That improvement was Aurora Vale. It's a move that boosts defense and special defense by 50%. However, it has a catch, as it will only work if it's hailing at the time. So close, yet so far. Now, come on, Game Freak, that's not what we asked for at all. We need better ways to make Ice types defensive, not shoehorn jump through the hoops paths. We need better ways for the Ice types to be more defensive. It's such a problem that I put the same sentence in back to back in the same paragraph, and having us take the scenic route, we just end up forcing a playstyle instead of coming naturally, you know? We got some great buffs for Hail in Generation 7. The aforementioned Aurora Vale, although very situational, is technically a buff, and the addition of the ability Slush Rush. It doubles speed and Hail if you don't remember. Those are great additions to the game. The problem is, both additions didn't add too much. I've already explained Aurora Vale's issues earlier, but with Slush Rush, only 2 Pokemon get the ability. Alolan Sandslash, who basically shatters if you touch it, and Beartic, who is constantly in hibernation in this metagame. Now, if you can make Aurora Vale less situational and Slush Rush more readily available, including giving it to some non-ice types, that would be really great. And why not just give it a new ability that boosts attack and Hail, like how Sandforce does in a Sandstorm. Hail is still the worst of the weather, so boosting its viability will only make it that much more menacing. Okay, hear me out on this one. How many recent non-legendary Ice types are actually useful? I'll tell you how many. 0. All of Generation 5, 6, and 7 Ice types are pretty much useless in battle. Unless played in the lowest tiers, of course, which leads to this problem. Who are designing these Ice types? Who is making these slow Ice types? Who is giving Ice types such terrible type combinations?
I can't believe you've done this.
Gone are the days of Weavile and Mamoswine breathing down your neck, and in are the days of the Ice types that are better off keeping your food frozen. Sorry, Crabominable, but just look at your stats. If you were to race Usain Bolt, he'd lap you 55 times while backpedaling, get DQ'd, go to DQ, eat a blizzard, it's tasty. What the hell, the Clerk's a water type, and then he makes it back and he still wins somehow. That's how bad this is. With how late you can even get Ice types, it's telling how much effort you have to put into them to get them in your in-game team. Just look at how far in each game you have to get an Ice type. Generation 1, you get them at the Seafoam Islands after beating the 6th gym. In Generation 2, they are found in Ice Path after the 7th gym. Shoal Cave hosts the Ice types in Generation 3 after the 6th gym. Route 217 into Snowpoint City is where they are found in Generation 4 after the 6th gym. Twist Mountain in Generation 5 is already past the 6th gym. Generation 6, they are found in Frost Cavern, which is past the 6th gym again. And in Generation 7, they are found even later after one of the last trials. So if you even want an Ice type, you have to grind them up against wild Pokemon pretty much, or just use the EXP share, and it will be caught up in no time. It takes forever. Point being is that if they were found earlier in the game, it would be awesome, so I wouldn't have to suck up so much of my free time just to get it caught up in levels. For the move we have this time, well, this is a brand new move, unlike the last 2 videos. I just wanted to repeat an old move last time because it would help out the type so much. In this case, like I said, we have a new move, hopefully to give an identity to Ice-type Pokemon. That move is Meltdown, a 95 base power move where the user shoots a dry ice beam of energy at the foe. If the foe is frozen, paralyzed, or burned, this attack does 42% more damage, a total of 135, and the opponent loses that status. This would give a nifty 1-2 punch depending on your Pokemon's moveset, and since Dry Ice cannot become a liquid, all water types cannot learn this move. We all know about the ability Intimidate and how it activates. I mean, I did cover it last week with Psychotic, but if you don't know, well, 1, you probably don't play Pokemon. The ability's been around for 17 years now. But 2, the ability activates on Switch In and it lowers the foe's attack by 1 stage. So what comes of today's new ability that is based around the Ice type? Well, this ability is called Shiver. The way this ability works is that on Switch In, the Pokemon's extremely cold likeness causes the foe to shiver, lowering its speed by 1 stage. This would give a great niche, and it basically gives the Pokemon a de facto choice scarf. Pretty nifty. So the new Ice type concept we have today is actually a type combination that would work insanely well. This concept is none other than Blizzar, which is designed by British Star. Blizzar's typing involves an unused ice-electric combination. According to the artist, Blizzar is a natural joker who just wants to cause small accidents with hail and snow to laugh at the victims. But in the end, it always helps the people that they play pranks on. It's noble and respectful of the right trainer. When you take a look at the stats, the potential is off the charts. It's okay defensively with 80 across the board in all 3 stats, but base 100 attack, 115 special attack, and 120 speed show off what it can do, especially due to the fact that it has some great abilities as well. Having Slush Rush with the type combination is a great thing. Lightning Rod will make electric types think twice about using their stab moves, and with the new ability Shiver being the hidden ability, getting that de facto choice scarf would be a great advantage. You thought a Pokemon with Bolt Beam was bad? Try having it as their stab moves. But with that will wrap up the ways we can fix the Ice type. If you have any ideas how to fix the Ice type, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Best idea gets the cold pin to the top. Which type should I cover next time? Be sure to pick your favorite as we're remastering all the types leading up to Pokemon Sword and Shield, so we still have a lot to cover. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to start the climb today, but with that, I want to thank you for watching, and hope to catch you back at the top later on because that's how we do what.